Hi guys!
Hi!
It's been a long time.
A very long time. Here we are at the shore of Laguna Bacalar.
Don't mind our bug shirts. You will be wearing these a lot for the next couple of videos.
We will be.
But we left you with Mexico City. We were driving to Puebla to a volcano, actually, was our destination, Malinche. And we camped like sort of on the side of the road that night. And after, we have a good story actually, after we finished making dinner, 4 cops with shotguns and like full-on face masks, or at least one of them had a full-on face mask, get out of this truck, and they tell us that it's not safe to camp where we're camping, and that there are
killers.
That there are killers here, and to follow them up the road to a different campsite. So
we went about 100 yards up the road, and apparently the killers didn't go into that campsite,
yeah,
so we were safe for the night.
And then,
so from Puebla, we drove into Catemaco and spent the night in a hotel parking lot, which was actually a lot of fun and felt very safe.
Very safe.
Where are we?
In the parking lot of a hotel. We were going to camp at La Jungla, but unfortunately we got there after dark and someone was in the house but didn't come out to answer our calls. So we drove back down the road and found this wonderful place, and we're in the parking lot, super secure, and we get to do this.
Parmesan cheese. This is my favorite. And then the next day we went and drove on a pretty treacherous road to try and find something called Playa Escondida, or the Hidden Beach.
Lonely Planet told us it was there.
Yes, and it was there, but it was very tough to get to. We got basically stuck in the mud twice. The first time not so bad, but the second time was legitimately stuck, and we got a fisherman friend of ours to gather up his 5 friends and push us out of the mud. So it was sort of our first hairy experience with El Chapulín, but we made it out safe.
It was pretty exhilarating. And then we were heading down to the Yucatan and decided to stay a night in Ciudad del Carmen. Nothing super eventful there, except that we stayed in a Hyatt.
It was awesome.
We needed it.
It was a luxury day.
A very luxurious day.
But then we kept on driving to Celestún, which is a town on the coast, on the west coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. And it was a beautiful beach town. We got to camp basically right on the beach. And then we took a boat cruise to a bioreserva, which had a bunch of flamingos and mangroves.
Yeah, we had never seen flamingos in nature like that. It was like only at zoos or something.
Yeah. Oh, and the mangrove forest actually released some sort of weird chemical or something that turns the water red. And so the whole lagoons, the whole ocean in that area was all red, which was pretty incredible.
Yeah, it was a beautiful place. And then we drove to Mérida, which is a much bigger city. It's sort of like a colonial city. I'm looking at my notes. And it was our first experience with a hostel, right?
Yes, we stayed in a really cool hostel.
A lot of international people, super sweet, super fun.
Got to explore the town a little bit. From there, we headed to Chichen Itza, which was our first Mayan ruins, and that was awesome, but also very crowded. Yeah, it was much more protected, so we didn't get to climb on them or anything.
And much smaller than a lot of the other ruins, yeah.
So from Chichen Itza, we drove, I guess, all the way to Cancun, and on our way into Cancun, we were...
this is after driving 4,300 miles in Mexico.
4,300 miles in Mexico.
I guess
or
total.
Whatever, from home. We had to pay our first bride, which was kind of intense. We ended up paying a couple hundred pesos.
I cried.
It was pretty traumatic for the both of us.
It was our first one. I'm sure there will be more, but we actually ended up meeting up with Rachel and Jordan. What up?
Hey.
Our friends from San Francisco who were in town for the holidays, and went out to dinner with them.
Hey, AshLivin and Olivia. It's great to see you.
It was really fun to see them, and then we departed to Antigua, actually, to meet up with AshLivin's family for the holidays.
That is Antigua in the Caribbean, not in Guatemala.
Yeah.
But that will be sort of a subject of another video. So we spent about a week there. But after Antigua, we flew back to Cancun, picked up Chapulín in perfectly good condition in the parking lot of the Courtyard Marriott. Thank you, Courtyard Marriott. And then we continued south to Tulum. I didn't expect it to go so well.
That was awesome.
What's happening, AshLivin?
So we're in Tulum, Mexico, and for the last 3 weeks or so, our battery has been essentially draining slowly because we had no way of recharging it because our auxiliary battery charger broke. So I ordered these two things on Amazon and had them shipped to Anu, and they brought these things to the Caribbean. And now we have what right here is a 400 watt power inverter that's running off of our 12 volt socket cigarette port. And then connected to the power inverter is this smart battery charger, which is pulsing red, which means it is actually charging our battery. I was very wary that this would not work, so I'm stoked.
Woo woo!
And met up with Courtney Phillips, Liv's good friend from high
And
school.
her
And her family.
What up?
Hello. And then we also ran into one of Liv's friends from San Francisco, randomly.
Hayden and Justin, what up?
Hello. And ended up spending New Year's Eve with Hayden and Justin and cooked them some dinner and danced on the beach. And then from Tulum, in Tulum, we went to two ruins. We went to the Cobra ruins, which was really cool.
So spectacular.
Huge site. More than 50,000 people used to live there back, 1,000 years ago. And so it was a lot of sort of self-exploration and walking through the jungle and really fun. Another sort of ruins that we went to was the Tulum ruins, which was cool because it was on the ocean, but was not nearly as interesting and way more touristy.
Yeah. And then from there we drove to here,
Laguna Bacalar.
It's definitely like one of our favorite campgrounds so far.
We've been here for
4 nights.
This will be our 4th night.
Yeah. Hi, Ashwin.
Hi.
So talk to me. What just happened?
So this morning we tried to make a smoothie running off of our new power inverter that we've had working for approximately 24 hours, and it stopped working. And then we started troubleshooting and started looking into the fuses, and here in the trusty engine compartment, using our fuse checker, we went through and checked a bunch of the fuses, and no green light. So, next step, extract
Dr. Atre.
Dr. Atre performing surgery. New unbroken fuse.
Still not focusing.
And insert into moment of truth. Been a lot of moments of truth.
Plug your charger in.
Charging.
Charging? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuses work.
Wow. That's crazy.
Very stressful.
We've loved Laguna Bacalar. It's a lot more calm and peaceful compared to Tulum, where we just were. The water is crystal clear, blue water with like white sand. You can, in the middle of the lake, in some places it's probably like 4 feet deep, 3
Very
feet
shallow,
deep,
yeah.
super shallow. You can stand out in the middle of the lake. We kayaked out there yesterday, actually. Rented the kayaks here, or one kayak here, and kayaked for like 4 hours.
Quite the workout.
Saw the island of the parrots, which didn't have any birds on it.
So tomorrow we are on our way to Belize, or as they say here, Belize. And so that will be a fun adventure. We're hoping to do some scuba diving and some jungle exploration, and then we'll be back in Mexico. So I'm sure we'll be updating you relatively soon with that part of the trip. So from Laguna Bacalar, this is Ashwin.
And Liv.
And we will see you soon. Bye.